the taxi cab going down Amsterdam Avenue, headed for the lodge hall. We just got a call from the Kingfish saying to rush over there as fast as we could. It was a matter of life and death.
We got here as fast as we could, Kingfish. What's the trouble?
Boy, my wife done disappeared.
Oh, I thought it was something important.
No, this is serious. She done disappeared on me before, but I knew everything was all right because she always left me an insulting note.
Well, Kingfish, when did all this happen?
Well, the other night when I come home to supper, Sapphire wasn't there. That's been 2 days ago, and she ain't been home since.
Well, is her clothes gone?
That's the terrible part about it, Andy. All her clothes was there, and the dining room table was all set for dinner. And there was a roast in the oven. Everything was there except Sapphire. I tell you, boys, something done happened to her.
Maybe Sapphire done run off with some man.
Don't be silly, Andy. Anybody that would run off with her is under lock and key.
Can't tell, Kingfish. Maybe somebody might be attracted to her. After all, them fellas over in India gets a kick out of laying around on them steel spikes. You never know what a fella might go for.
You don't know what you're talking about, Andy. You ain't never seen Sapphire in a bathing suit.
Listen, Kingfish, you and Sapphire's always fighting. Maybe she done gone over to her mama's place. Let me call up over there and see if maybe I can't get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, do that.
I can't help but feel in my bones that something done happened to Sapphire.
It is ringing now. Hello? 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 That's funny. Somebody just took the phone off the hook.
Mm-hmm. I see this in the picture once, and there was 4 dead bodies on the other end of the phone.
Mama, don't you think I ought to talk to George? Me running off like this.
Not on your life, Sapphire. This is the only way to bring that bum to his senses. Now, you're going to stay away from him until he can find some kind of job and make up his mind to support you. And we ain't telling him where you is.
All right, Mama, but I hate running off like this.
Well, now, that's the only way to do, daughter. I tell you. You and me, we're going to spend a month or 2 with your sister open lesson down in Miami. And when that bald-headed eagle gets some kind of employment, then we'll tell him where you is, and not before.
All right, Mama. What should I do with this old dress and hat, Mama?
I want you to burn them, Sapphire. Burn them.
But, Mama...
But, Mama, nothing. What do you think I bought you all them new dresses for? I don't want you to have a rag on your back that old weasel bought you.
All right, Mama.
I'm going downstairs now. The real estate man said that he's going to send a man over to look at the house.
Listen, fellas, if she's over there in Brooklyn, why don't you answer the phone? There's something wrong.
Kingfish, I think you ought to go to the police.
Boy, there's something fishy going on in that house over there in Brooklyn. Something done happened to Sapphire. And if she met with foul play, I want to find out for myself.
Yeah, there ain't no sense in having strangers discover your wife's body.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going over to Brooklyn tonight and snoop around and find out what's going on. And you is going with me.
Now, wait a minute, King.
Now, look here.
Hold on a minute, fella.
Andy, you back out on me now, and I'll throw you out the lodge hall. You can't do it, boy. I was in trouble. You just gotta stick with me.
Okay, Kingfish. But I'm going home and get some sleep, because I think we got a busy night ahead of us over there in Brooklyn. Nice, comfortable house you have here, Mrs. Smith.
Oh, thank you. Now, this is the upstairs bedroom. This is one of the nicest rooms in the house.
Come in.
Sapphire, this is Mr. Davis.
How do you do?
How do you do?
You have a charming room here, Mrs. Smith. I think I'll make this my sleeping quarters.
Oh, fine, Mr. Davis. Well, my daughter and I, we have a train to catch, so here are your keys. And I'll show you the rest of the downstairs.
I hope you have a nice time in Miami.
Thank you.
I'm taking these and throwing them in the furnace. Be right with you, Mr. Davis.
Nice quiet house you have here, Miss Smith.
Thank you.
And believe me, with my work, I certainly need lots of rest.
Your work? Well, what line of work are you in?
Well, confidentially, I am Police Lieutenant Davis of the burglary detail.
Well, that night the Kingfish and Andy took the subway to Brooklyn. That Kingfish was really determined to talk to Sapphire.
Ain't no light up there. That look kind of bad. I guess we better go around to the back.
If we could only find some way to get up there.
Yeah, give me a boost up there, Andy. We'll try it.
Wait a minute. Here's something I seen in the circus one. Now, you put your foot right in my hands. We got his oop, and oop you go.
A good idea, son. I seen that at the circus once myself right there.
Well, let's try it. Alley, oop. Let's try it again. Alley, oop.
There's something wrong.
Yeah, when I had that in, I don't think you was ooping. Let's try it both together.
Alley, oop.
No, that won't work. Try the other foot.
Yeah. No. Andy, you better let me stand on your shoulders.
Yeah.
Steady, Kingfish. All right, Andy. Higher.
Okay.
Higher, son. Higher. A little higher. I can't make it.
You better get on from that, Kingfish.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'll get a box. Oh!
Kingfish, why didn't you wait till I got the box, did you think? No thanks to you, you big dummy. Leave me suspended up there in gravity.
Well, I'm sorry, Kingfish. I didn't know.
Wait a minute. Let's get some of them boxes over there. We'll do this thing scientific. I wonder who left all these boxes for us.
Same fella that left this paint here.
There's a nice summer shoe you got there, son.
Yeah.
Get this stuff over there.
No, that's what I call a new stacking job, son.
All right, Andy. Get on up there.
I don't think I ever going to alley-oop on top of that mess, Kingfish. Oh, let's forget the whole thing.
Get on up there.
Oh, all right.
Steady there, Andy. Steady, son. Take it easy. Watch out there.
Easy. Quiet, Kingfish.
Andy. Where is you?
I don't know how it happened, Kingfish, but I got in.
Come on up.
Steady there, boy.
This is Sapphire's mama's room.
Is you sure this is where the old lady sleeps?
Yeah. Andy, come here. Look at that bathrobe. I don't remember Sapphire's mama having one like that.
Look like an elephant could get into this thing. Look at this.
The old walrus must have a mustache we never knowed about.
Look like she's a cigar smoker, too.
Andy, there's something fishy going on here. No trace of Sapphire or her mama. Some man has got this room.
Yeah. What in the world do you think is going on, Kingfish?
Holy smoke, Andy. Whoever that is, they're coming up here. Quick, the bathroom. That's where hide. Quick, in there.
Yeah, we'll be safe in here.
Hello? Yes.
Hey, would you mind turning on a little cold? It's too hot in here for me.
You dummy, that man will be back here any minute.
Yeah, and when he climbs in here with us, he ain't gonna be in no mood to play rub-a-dub-dub, leaving in the tub neither.
Quick, Andy, open the window. That's the only way out. You go first. You'll find a balcony right outside the window.
Did you find the balcony, Andy? Yeah, just jump out, you'll find it.
Okay. Who's down there? Oh, go on back to bed. There ain't nobody down here. What's the matter, Kingfish? Help me see nothing, Andy. Oh, wait a minute. That better? Yeah. When I fell out of that window over there, my sacro crackerjack must have popped out like a bed spring. Yeah, I landed on my head, but my derby broke my fall, and all I got's a headache. You find out anything about Sapphire today? I can't understand it, Andy. Sapphire and her mama both disappearing without a trace, and that strange man living in that house.
Yeah. There ain't no two ways about it, Kingfish. Sapphire and her mama done met with foul play.
Don't say that, Andy. There must be some logical explanation to the thing. I done sent Lightning over to Brooklyn to snoop around and see what he can find out. I sure hope that boy come up with something.
I found these things in the ash can around the back of the house.
Andy, this is one of Sapphire's new dresses. One I bought for her before we went to the World's Fair in Chicago in 1933.
Why would anybody want to burn these clothes in the furnace?
I don't know, Andy. I don't know. But I will admit, it looks awful bad. Awful bad.
Yeah. Kingfish, this can mean only one thing. That fella done held a barbecue with you know who.
I just don't know what I'll have, Mama.
I know, honey. Well, the conductor says that we ought to be in Miami about 8:45 tomorrow.
I bet that no-good husband of mine ain't even missed me.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. He done away with my wife.
Now take it easy, Kingfish. You got your lawyer Calhoun and Lightning down at the police station. They'll get some action. They'll get to the bottom of this thing.
Andy, that fiend done burnt up my wife.
Oh, I know you feel bad, Kingfish, but try and look on the bright side of the thing. He also burnt up your mother-in-law.
I feel nervous about going in here.
Don't worry about a thing, Lightning. I know whatever police officer in the department. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You want something? Does I want something? Young man, I come down here. I rushed down here. I wanted you to know that... what did we come in here for anyhow? Oh, yeah. Officer, I'm here on behalf of my client, George Stevens. And as an attorney and a taxpayer of this city, I demand action. My client feels that a ghastly deed has been perpetrated. And my client feels that his wife, one Sapphire Stevens, has been a victim of foul play. And my defenseless client demands that the police department of New York City take action immediately. I demand that the foul fiend who is responsible for this heinous crime be apprehended and brought to justice without further delay. My client also demands that the resources of this entire department be summoned to
We ain't heard from Calhoun. He's been down to that police station for over an hour.
Andy, I can't wait no longer for the police to take action. I'm going over to Brooklyn and settle this thing once and for all, myself.
Yeah.
Who knows that at this very moment, my poor wife might be suffering.
They say that this is the hottest spell they ever had down here in Miami.
You know, Mama, I still feel I ought to let George know where I am.
Don't be silly, daughter. I gave Mr. Davis orders not to give out any information to nobody.
Hello. Now, this is Davis over in Brooklyn. Say, I'm going to need a little more lumber.
Oh, still working on those flower boxes, huh? Well, we'll deliver this afternoon.
I'll be working down the basement.
Sounds like somebody's doing some hammering.
Yeah, it sounds like it's coming from around back.
Hey, that hammer's coming from that basement.
Yeah, sounds like you're building something there.
Whatever he's building out of wood. He's building some kind of box, and there's two of them.
Andy, you don't think...
He ain't creating no oranges. Look.
That does it, Andy. I'm going to see what's going on around here. Andy, we dealing with a fiend here. Open up here. Open up in there. Andy, I'm going to tear this boy apart. Open the door in there. You hear me? Open the door. Now, let me tell you something. What do you want? The thing is, how do you do?
What do you want pounding on this door like that?
Well, we is two men from the Gallup poll. I is Mr. Gallup, and this is Mr.
I is Mr. Poe. We want to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, now the first question is, you got a furnace?
Of course.
And what have you been using for fuel here lately?
What is this?
Next question. How big is the fire dough in your furnace? You know where you put the stuff in.
No, I'd say it's an ordinary furnace. The fire door is about 32 inches in circumference.
32 inches. Excuse me, mister, while I had a conference with my other questionnaire here. He said the furnace door is 32 inches. Now, he might have got Sapphire in there, but the old lady's circumference is in the neighborhood of 63 inches. I don't think you could have jammed her in there.
Yeah. How do you think he done away with her?
Excuse me, mister. Next question. If you got a garbage disposal? She gone, boys. Gone forever.
See here, Kingfish. This is a serious thing. If what you fellas are telling me is true, you ought to go right to the police yourself.
Amos is right. We done fooled around too long.
Certainly, this is the most terrible thing I done ever heard. You got to pull yourself together, Kingfish, and let the police take over from here. They'll know what to do.
There ain't nothing anyone can do. I just realized now how much I loved her. But I got one consolation. I know that my darling sweet wife is gone to her eternal reward up there. I'll never see her again, but our love was strong. And someday, her spirit might try and contact me. Yeah, contact me from up there. I tell you, boys. Hello.
Hello, George. This is Sapphire.
Sapphire? 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 Where is you? Where is you?
I'm down here, George.
Down there?